Three guys get together out at Spring Mountain Raceway, and this is what it looks like. My name is Scott. There goes Tony on the right-hand side, like he's shot out of a cannon, and Simon is directly behind me in a blue 911. We're going to take a look at Tony once again. He wants to get out on cold tires because he wants to be way out in front of us. And look at the black marks out behind his car. That gives you an idea of how hard he got out of that pit. Now, he also knows that I'm not going to be able to catch him for quite some time because cold tires for me basically means an entire lap of a whole lot of heat cycling. So about a third of the way through the first lap, we're still trying to play catch-up. There's Simon's camera view, also trying to play catch-up, as you can see. Now it's going up through Zorro's Run. A little example of some horsepower. But Simon definitely has the handling through there. Now we're approaching halfway point. Still trying to catch Tony. Still not done through the first lap. And Tony is going like crazy. He's so fast on cold tires. Another view from Simon. Now we're about 2/3 of the way. Going on to the back straight of the way. And I scoot 2 tires off right there just because I was pushing so hard. Another view from my car of my little mistake. Coming through. Whoops. Yeah, you get the idea. So here we go, down the back straightaway. And we're finally catching Tony. We're approaching through the bus stop. The last corner before the front straightaway underneath the bridge. And there's Tony. A lot of rubber flipping up, hitting the camera. But it's time to get a nice little tow. And pop out about now. And away we go. This is from Simon's camera view right here. Same thing. It'll pop out. Now watch how Tony crosses behind me and goes for the inside 911 line right there, but isn't quite able to hold it. Once again, going through turn 2. Again, he's doing a tighter line right there. I'm actually using a lot more track than I probably should, but if it's paved, why the heck not? There we go. Back to the horsepower going uphill. And the V8 pulls a little bit. Well, not too much because they're going to catch me coming up here into ego check. Now their line is a tighter line, almost a double apex right there. And mine is a single apex. I'll come down, collect that apex right there. And they've obviously caught me a little bit. Another very, very tight, the tightest corner at Spring Mountain in this configuration. But here I go. I get a little bit of a horsepower advantage right here. It's going over the drop and up through Zorro's Run. Just hear the sing of those 2 911s together. It's pretty cool. Again, their line is going to be a little bit more of a double apex. They're going to turn it a little tighter here. Get the car rotated. Get it back down to that apex right there. Mine's a little bit looser, but I am getting to that late apex. Same thing out here. I'm out, and then I'm back in. Get to that apex. And you saw Tony with a little wiggle there. Matter of fact, a lot of wiggle there. That's unusual. We call him the professor or the godfather. He doesn't typically have a wiggle like that, but he sure was pushing that day. Simon is so smooth. He's doing really good. Staying right there with Tony. And now once you lead about half, 3/4, maybe 1 lap, it's time to switch it up. So this is what I did. I went ahead and said, okay guys, time for you to go by. So go on, go by, both of you guys, go on by. So here they are, they're getting the point by right now before the back straightaway. And there they go. Now back to my camera view here in just a minute, and you're going to see how fast they went by me. I mean, it was unbelievable. Then it took me a little bit to catch up to them, but I did. Fortunately enough, I had the rest of the straightaway and the front straightaway. So as you can see, they're just goodbye way up there. But for whatever reason, I do catch them pretty quick here. It's probably because of the fact that I just chopped these. Yeah, chopped the corners pretty hard right there. And here we go. We get this unwind pretty good and a good little launch off this corner. No drama there at all. Starting to get a tow from Simon. And I'm going to do a little look-see right here, but check this out. I'm going to cross back behind Simon, lose air off my front splitter, and almost have a little drama going off there. And as you can see, they're going to start pulling because I had a little problem. Now Simon actually has a new little thing on his car. He's trying to distract you with a bit of a smoke screen. It's actually a little joke. You'll see later why I said that. we go. Now we're pulling a big hill again. Kind of going up past the clubhouse. I can catch him in the straightaways, but I hold him up in the corners. This is called ego check. Their line is tight, my line is loose. But I will fight for that apex. I'll do whatever I possibly can to get right down to there. Missed it by a little bit. Here we go, coming down. This is the tightest portion of the track once again. Here's where I get a little bit of a horsepower advantage. And yes, I'm using every ounce of the track. I'm catching them a little bit. Again, every inch is used. Watch their line. They dive in. I wait for the turn-in cone. I get to the apex. Use every inch once again. Now here's a little drama on my part. Yeah, I got a little wide. That is a difficult corner for me and my car to take. Fortunately enough, there was slower traffic up front that slowed them down. Otherwise, it would have taken another half a lap, if not more, for me to catch them again. So it was a bit of a blessing in disguise. So I come through here, and with the slow traffic, all of a sudden we are bunched up nice and tight, which always makes it a lot of fun, of course. Now, we agreed that we'd be very nice to slower traffic and that we would stay together when it came to a passing zone. Didn't necessarily mean we won't go by in a real big hurry when we get to a passing zone, as you're about to see. Now I decide, okay, I'm going to try to get whatever slipstream I can, and then I take away Simon's inside line. Now we're almost side by side. I'm back on his quarter panel right now. And the reason why I did this is because you'll see in the next shot from Simon's car, I didn't want him to get any pull or any tow from Tony, so I wanted to basically put my big yellow beast in the way. Watch this. Also, I wanted to take away his line going in to the bus stop, which, as you can see, I sort of did. Now, if you look up in the left-hand upper corner of the window right there, you'll actually see my car hit the brakes right there and allow him in. Bam, very last second. And now I've set them both up for a potential pass. I didn't actually think I could pass them both. I was hoping to get Simon, so this is what it looks like. But I got a bit of a gift. I get a nice little tow. Nice lot of extra RPMs there. It was probably beyond the red line. It was in the purple line. And I dive in and I hold on for dear life and I get them both. I have no idea how I did that, but I did. Here's a little view from Simon's car. Believe me, if Tony really wanted to close me off, he could have. He could have made it much more difficult for me to go in. But I go by a little extra horsepower. Like I said, Tony could have made it very difficult on me there. So now it's my turn to implement my smoke screen. I've been working a little harder on mine than I guess Simon has, and so here we go. Did it work? I don't think so. Especially because here I'm using every ounce of the track in order to try to keep from allowing the boys to get back by me again. Going up towards the ego check. My wider line into ego check. Their tight line into ego check. Can I hold them off? Now Tony's right there. I'm coming down, I'm coming down, coming down. I just, oh man, couldn't get all the way to the apex because I thought he may want to take me in there. And once again, slower traffic. So now we got to be good boys. You'll actually hear all three of us get off power right at the same time. It was really funny. It's like right about now. Okay. Wait, and be impatient. And then right about now, I get the point by. And back to racing as if nothing ever happened. Tony takes a look-see on the inside right there. Fortunately enough, I was able to keep him behind me. There's a good chance that he probably could have taken me in a couple of these different corners. He could have hoped even more of a nose in there. Simon being very smooth. And you get to see another big mistake on my part. Watch very closely as the yellow car decides to do a little bit of sideways dirt tracking right about there. But I kept my foot in it, so I kept Tony behind me, and that's a favorite place that Tony likes to push me. Here's me going through that same section right there, getting everything right. But you know what I did is I bumped this side a little bit too hard. It upset it, and a little drama goes on. But not too much that I didn't stay in front of Tony. So now we're going back down the back little short chute, coming to the back straightaway. And once again, time to let the boys go by because I'm holding them up in the corners. So I back off, give them a nice little point. They go by me, and then Tony gives Simon a point, so he's going to pop out in front. Which pretty much sets the tone for the rest of the lap. At the end of this lap that's right here, unfortunately a Corvette blew up, and the guy got out of his car, and they had to red flag it because the guy's walking around. Terrible thing. Little drama here on my part. Yep. But you get the idea. So it ends up Simon ahead, Tony in the middle, me at the backside, and it was a heck of a good time.